What's up, Simpo friends? It is Coach Clarence, and I am super excited to have you here for this 30-minute upper body build. We're calling this one Strong and Mighty. Listen, if you're coming into the day, you're feeling a little tired, a little lethargic, just a little weak, we're gonna work today in 3 rounds, focusing on our strength to build you up so that you walk off this mat feeling super strong. We start with our back in our round 1, then we're gonna work the chest in round 2, and then in round 3, we'll put it all together. But before we do any of that, you know what we gotta do. Wide stance with those feet, hands by your side. Deep breath in, big exhale out. All right, team, let's start to warm that body up. Here's what I want. Meet me down on the mat. So we're gonna be working our lat muscles today, but before we get our lat muscles going, since we will be in this split stance, I wanna make sure our lower back is feeling good. So join me on your stomach and listen, listen, listen. Leave your legs alone. This is an upper body build. So keep the toes tucked. I want you to lift the upper body, hands come up, hold it for 1, 2, 3, bring it right back down. You should be feeling your lower back, even the mid back. Again, lift for 1, 2, 3, bring it right back down. Now listen, let's start to pair our breath. Inhale, hold for 1, 2, 3, exhale, bring it down. We got 2 more of those. Inhale. Final one is a group right here. Inhale. Beautiful. Here's what I want. We're not gonna go too far. Come to a nice little tabletop position. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull those hips back towards our heels. I want you to start to itsy bitsy spider those fingers out in front. And listen, I want you to see if you can get your thumbs and your pointer fingers to touch. I want you to pull back through your hips. So it's like someone's grabbing your hips and pulling you back, but your hands are cemented in front of you on the mat. As you're doing this, you should start to feel those lat muscles. The lat muscles are the muscles on your side. It's just a stretch, waking them up. We're gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, pull your body up, drop it into the mat. Now we're going back to that lower back. So a lot of back here. Good, you felt the lats, now we're feeling the lower back. Maybe wiggle it out a little bit. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Do me a favor, stay where you are, but come to a modified plank. So I want you to think knees down, long line from your shoulder to your knee on the ground. And I want you to lower that body, chest hits the ground, big press up. Again, lower that body, chest hits the ground, big press up. Oh my gosh, Coach Clarence, you're having us do a nice little push-up. Yes, because like I said, we got chest in that second round, but I don't want to gas ourselves. I don't want to over-exert ourselves. So just go ahead, give me some modified push-ups. When I say in 3, we hold it halfway. In 2, hold it halfway down. In 1, hold it right here. It's like your Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, hovering above those lasers. Hold it, breathe. You got 3, you got 2, you got 1. Big press to the top. Excellent job. Come up to your feet. Final thing we're gonna do, just getting the shoulders feeling good. Roll those shoulders forward. Give me about 5 or 6 shoulder rolls forward. Then take it in reverse. Good, just getting everything stacked, everything aligned. Final thing, a little wiggle, just make sure your body's feeling loose. Let's talk about round 1. So we're feeling good after that warm up. Here's what we got. We talked a lot about our lats and our back in that warm up because in this first round, we're gonna be focusing on a single arm split stance low row. Now for this, you're only gonna need 1 dumbbell, and very important, eyes on me. Whichever hand has the dumbbell, whichever arm, make sure that arm is in front. If you're rowing back here, we can't see it. We're happy for you, but we can't see it. So make sure you keep that arm in front. Now I'm just gonna demo this exercise for you. You stay resting, but I'm gonna start with my left arm. So that left arm is in front, left leg goes back. 2 different placements that you can do with your right hand. If you want, you can stay right here, right hand on that right knee. But if you want to get a deeper range of motion, I think this might be more advanced, feel free to take it down to the forearm. You're going to pull that elbow up, hold it for 1, release for 2. Feeling this in the lats, okay? Grab that weight, make sure it's by the tempo, and here we go. So this is our first round. We got 40 seconds here. I want a 1 second hold at the top. Biggest thing, and I say this a lot in all of my classes, whatever muscle you're working, you should feel that muscle as you're working. For instance, I'm working my lats, but if I'm feeling, I don't know, my chest right here, weird, but we gotta make sure that we focus on engaging the right muscle group. So that 1 second hold at the top, helping us to feel those lats. And again, if you want to feel a deeper flex there, take it down to that forearm. Last one, and rest it up. All right, a quick little 10-second rest just to pivot. Switch hands, which means we pivot to the other side. Whatever form you gave me on that left side, give it to me on this side. Here we go. Big exhale every time I pull. Some form cues for you. We talked about feeling this in our lat muscles, right? So if you're feeling this in your shoulder, one thing might be you're hunching like this. You're kind of giving me this like cutesy vibe right here. I want you to think about relaxing, keeping your shoulder back, keeping the shoulder away from the ear and pulling back. When you pull to the top of that dumbbell, that plate should land somewhere right above the hip, below that last little riblet you got there at the bottom, okay? That's a safe landing spot for that dumbbell. And rest it out. Whew, take a breather, drop that dumbbell. How did that feel? As we always do, let's talk about what we're feeling. Let's take a few seconds to think about what we felt. What did I feel? What did I feel? I know I felt that in both of my lat muscles. If you've been with me on this fitness journey, you know I'm big on the back. I've had some injuries, and fun fact, I've broken both arms and both legs, this arm twice, but I've also broken my collarbone on this side, and I've broken my AC joint, or tore my AC joint on this side. All has to do with the shoulder, all involving just this upper body area. So when I work my back, sometimes I don't have that muscle engagement. I've even had to get acupuncture, like bring those nerves back to life. So I really like to slow down when I'm working the back and make sure I'm engaging. So maybe you're someone who is not feeling the lats. Maybe that 1 second hold at the top wasn't good enough. Give yourself a 2 second hold. Again, best piece of advice I could give you, feel the muscles that you're trying to work. We go for set number 2. Here we go. So again, if you're not feeling those lats, do me a favor, hold it here for 1, 2, bring it down. And maybe not rep 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4, but around rep 5 and 6, you should start to feel that squeeze. I know for me, like right now, I feel it because I have that hold, so I'm engaging. But if you need to take it there, feel free. And breathe through it. These are our longest working sets of the day. It's 40 seconds, so take your time. There's no rush. I'm only looking for 12 reps. Beautiful. If you can, try to get one more in there. Great job. All right, switch arms. So I love that. I feel like a lot of you started to make that mind-muscle connection. You felt the lats. Let's continue that on this side. Here we go. Carrying that breath too. I used to work at a place where it was very like high intensity. It was lights, it was screaming, and all this stuff was going on. And sometimes when I would take class there, I was like, this is too much. I'm exhausting myself. And one of the ways and one of the things that I would cue for people to stay committed, to stay working, is to pair your breath with your movement. So if you're someone who's always looking at the clock, like, when is this gonna end? Instead, focus on that breath and just try to allow your breath to set your pace. And rest it up. And then look, before you know it, the set is over. So go ahead, rest it up, take that deep breath. I already know, Nostradamus. I think that's a word. I think that's a person. I think that's like the guy or the person who would like tell the future. I don't know. You guys, you know what I mean. But I feel this sense of everyone is starting to feel that engagement in the lats. Also, you're starting to feel that muscle fatigue, which is excellent because we're going into our final set of these. And here's what I'm going to do to challenge you. If you want, I want everyone to give me that 2 second hold at the top and bring it down. It's 1 second longer than what we were previously doing. And yes, you may get less reps, but team, you know what's gonna follow you off the mat when you turn your tempo off? Not the reps, but the strength that you're building. So if you wanna build that strength, maybe give me only 10 reps, but give me a 2 second pause at the top. I like it. All right, grab that weight. Last time through it. Here we go. So 1, 2, good. 1, 2, good. Keep counting for yourself. Final cue that I'll give you, because our bodies are fatigued right now, sometimes we start to jerk with the weight. Don't give me the pulling the cord for the lawnmower. Don't give me that. Keep those shoulders and the hips facing towards that mat. Stay with it. I know you're sweating, I'm sweating too. We're working hard in round 1, but that's what we need, that's what we want. Good, final one right here. Big squeeze for 2 seconds at the top. And rest it up. Whew. Oh my lats, oh my lats. All right, team, pivot, take it the other way. Again, give me that same pace, that same form. Last time through it. So that extra second hold. 2 seconds at the top. Beautiful. Keep it going. You are past that halfway mark, friends. If you feel like you can, if you're starting to fatigue, if you're starting to wear out, Coach Clarence is right here with you. I want 3 more. I want 2 more. Sneak that last one in. You crushed that. Excellent job. Whew. Still here? Still breathing? Good. All right, I got some great news for you. We are done with round 1. Even better news, take it down to the mat. That's what we'll be working for round 2. So we got a weight change coming up here. Your 1 dumbbell was pretty heavy probably for that split stance low row, but I'm gonna need everyone to take the weight up a little bit with both dumbbells. We'll be using both dumbbells because we are gonna start to work the chest a little bit. We're going big muscle groups only for this first round and second round. So now we're gonna focus on the chest, and here's what we got. We got a simple chest press, okay? So if you've been in my classes and you've heard me say this, you know what I'm gonna do. All chest presses are not created equal. Here at Tempo, we do a lot of variations of chest presses, the same way with push-ups. We all know that sometimes it's just a flick of the wrist, and that is gonna change the way that we feel the engagement of our muscles. Oh, we're gonna go classic right here. We're talking Venice Beach, Gold's Gym, just a nice chest press. So when you're laying on your back, we start with those weights right above our shoulders. Palms should be faced towards your feet. I want you to pull the elbows wide. Notice as I pull them wide, my weights don't stay in the middle. No, they follow out with my elbow. I want you to think about the dumbbell, wrist, and elbow. They're all one thing. They stay in line, big press up. Let's grab those weights. We're gonna roll it back. Weights in the air. Here we go. Good, press it up. So we got 30 seconds here. I'm looking for you to give me 10 reps. The weight is heavy, but the weight shouldn't be impossible. It shouldn't be too heavy that you're like, oh my gosh, Coach Clarence, I can only get to 5 or 6. If you are there, that's okay. Finish out this set. Once you're done, take that little rest. Let's take a little bit of weight off. Or the opposite, if you're giving me a ton of reps, add some weight on. Last one, rest it up. Whew. So we got 45 seconds of rest here, a little bit shorter rest because we had a little bit shorter working set. But I want you to listen to your body here. Biggest thing with the chest press, when we bring the weight out, we are stretching those muscles. When we press them up, we are flexing those muscles, we're building those muscles. So if you gave me only like 6 or 7 reps until you felt like you couldn't lift anymore, pause your screen, take a little weight off. If you were giving me like 12, 14 and you were like, I'm good, maybe add a little bit of weight on. We do have 3 more sets, but add a little bit of weight, maybe just the yellows or the red plates, all right? We're gonna do the same thing. Let's grab those weights, 30 seconds. We're going for 10 reps. Weights up, here we go. For our breath, I want you to think, inhale on the down, exhale it up. Inhale on the down, exhale it up. It's just a 3-second pace here. So it's not super quick, but it's also not that long either. Just find a nice steady rhythm. As always, if you want to work with me, I know it's hard to see me because you're laying down. Just listen to my breath. And rest it up. There you go. Every exhale will be the up. Good, we're halfway through it. We got 2 more sets of that. Whew, feeling good with it. I'm gonna tell you the same note here, friends. This is a good thing about tempo, and this is actually something that I do myself all the time. When I'm working out on my own, I have 3 strength days throughout the week. I have 1 mobility day, which is fun. I love that day. Something that I wish in my 20s I would have done. But now in my 30s, but there you go. I love it. So I have that day, and then I have a day where I do a little bit of cardio, and another day where I'll do like Pilates or yoga or something. But on those strength days, I'm always focused on, after each set, how can I adjust? So if you need to adjust, feel free to adjust. But if you're ready, grab those weights, roll it back. 3 or 4. Here we go. Big exhale. I'm telling you, if you're someone who is like focused, you were just like clued in on that breath and breathing as well, doesn't it distract you in a way that is so pleasant? You're focused on the movement. You're not focused on the time or anything crazy like that. Last rep. Rest it up. Breath is the spice of life. I feel like I just took a quote and another quote and put those quotes together in a way that wouldn't make sense if you're not in this class. Either way, let's make sure it's all right. Breath is the spice of life. By Givenchy. It sounds like a cologne or something. But what I mean by that is continue to breathe. If you are someone who gets in these classes and you're like, it's a daunting 30 minutes, but I know I need to get it done and I don't want to be here. I understand that. Everyone feels that way sometimes, but focus on the breath. Get through it 1 rep at a time. You ready for it? Roll it back, bring it up. Here we go. If you've been focusing on my breaths, that was number 5, so hopefully you're right there with me. I let it be quiet in that moment so that you could feel the breath and you could say, hey, it's okay if I join in. We got 2 more of these left. Last one, make it the best one. Beautiful job. Whew. Team, you guys are excellent. Everybody likes you, you're the best. Speaking of the best, we saved the best for last. So that second round is done. We've got our final round coming up. Do me and yourself a favor. Let's adjust those weights. This is the lightest your weights should be all day, all class. Unless you took like a different class after this, this is the lightest your weight should be in this class, because here's what we got. We're going for a nice little superset. We're gonna add some core in here. We're gonna revisit the chest and the back muscles that we've already worked in rounds 1 and 2. Also, our timing, we're gonna have a little bit of fun with it, all right? We're gonna do a little countdown style. Here's what it's gonna look like. That first exercise in this superset is going to be 30 seconds. That second exercise is going to be 25 seconds. Any mathematicians out there wanna guess what that third exercise is gonna be? You got it right. It's gonna be 20 seconds. So we do 30 seconds for the first one, 25 for the second. That final one is going to be just 20. Now, here's what those exercises will be. Exercise number 1, we're going for that reverse fly. So we're on our feet, facing forward, find that hinge motion. Knees bent, hips back. It's like you're holding a big beach ball. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop that beach ball in the sand. Just a nice little reverse fly. Move number 2 is gonna be a hand release push-up. We did these in our warm-up. That final exercise, we just go for that forearm plank hold. But first, reverse fly. Here we go, it's 30 seconds. So I want you to think about your form here. Look at my arms, it's a slight bend in my elbows. I'm not trying to raise my elbows above my shoulders. If you're craning back like you're a big pterodactyl in the newest Jurassic Park that's come out for the 26th time, don't do that. I just want you to go ahead, think about kissing your shoulder blades together in the back. It's a small movement. Breathe, final one. And good job. Go ahead, drop those dumbbells. We're taking it down to the mat, eyes on me. You can do this on your toes, or you can do this on your knees. What I'm looking for, chest hits the ground, hands come up, big press to the top. Everybody starts in the high plank. Here we go. Chest gets the ground, hands release, big press to the top. This is my favorite kind of push-up we do here at Tempo because it takes the momentum out of it and it maximizes that strength, that eccentric force to push away from the ground. You get the most bang for your buck here. Good, final one. And rest it up. All right, friends, here's what we got. We got a 20-second forearm plank hold. If you're saying to yourself, I can't do 20 seconds, first off, yes, you can. But hold it as long as you can if you can't. Go ahead. Right here. So I always like to think about trying to suck my belly button into my like spine, which is impossible. It literally is impossible. If you can do that, you got something wrong with you. But just feel that. It keeps the core engaged. And breathe, breathe, breathe. Whew. Are we feeling strong and mighty yet? I think so. Take that deep breath in. Big exhale out. Here's the good news. No more new exercises today. That's it. That's all I'm going to teach you, which is great because I learned. The quote that I was trying to say when I said a different quote, when I said breath is the spice of life, it was actually variety is the spice of life. So I've given you a ton of variety. Now we're done with variety. Everything you need to know, you know it. So, as we talked about in that second round, how can I make this better? You're gonna go through all 3 of these exercises 2 more times. How can you make it better? And remember that better is determined by you. Maybe better is better form. Maybe better is not giving up. Better can be something as simple as tell yourself that it's gonna be okay. Don't give yourself negative self-talk. Whatever better is, I want you to take it, grab those weights. We start with that reverse fly. Here we go. Find that hinge. And again, small movement. If you were giving me bald eagle, American as heck, wing flaps, I don't need that. I love it, but I don't need that. Keep it small. Breathe through this. Think about if I came right behind you and I placed my hand in between your shoulder blades. At the top of this movement, you're just pinching my hand in between those shoulder blades. Squeeze those glutes. Stand up. Great job. Drop the weight. We're going for that hand release push-up. Again, you can do this on your knees or you can do it on your toes. In 4 seconds, we all start in the high plank. Get in that high plank. Let's go for it. Chest hits the mat. Big press up. Chest hits the mat. Big press up. Something I didn't say the first time through. Control that down. If you're giving me this, girl, the drama. Control it. Control it on the way down. If that means you gotta drop to your knees, hey, I still feel my chest on this, so it's perfectly fine. And rest it up. All right, take that breather. Positive affirmations. Get ready for that 20-second forearm plank hold. Let's get into it and hold it. Breathe here. Find that breath. No hills, no valleys. Think about trying to press that belly button into your spine. Flex it, hold it. Final 5. Stay with it. I know you're feeling that tremble, it's fine. And rest it up. Oh. That shake you get. I used to be embarrassed by that shake. I used to not like that shake. Let's talk about something else real quick. Anybody on TikTok? I know some of us are like, Coach Clarence, I'm an adult, I don't want to be on TikTok. I only got on TikTok because I was told, hey, Coach Clarence, I have a job besides coaching. You're gonna be in charge of the TikTok. I was like, I don't have one of those TikToks, so I had to download it. It's funny, I like it. I tossed it to Coach Alex. It's a different story. But there's a guy on TikTok that goes and takes Pilates classes, and he'll like just film himself doing the shakes. But what I've learned from Coach Alex, because she teaches Pilates for us, is that those shake points, that's when your body and your mind are fighting against each other. Your mind might be telling your body you needs to quit or you can do this, and your body is finding out how strong it can be. So, on your feet, when we get to that shake point in that forearm plank at the end of this, stay in it, okay? But for now, last time, reverse flies. Here we go. Stay in this hinge, don't let that back arch. Don't let that back arch. If you're feeling your lower back, I want you to think about trying to extend your spine by pulling your hips back. Those feet are firmly planted on the ground. If you're with me, we got 2 more. Deep breath. If you're with me, we got 1 more. Deep breath. Go ahead, bring it down. Squeeze those glutes. And rest. Drop those weights. You're done with them. Make your way down to the mat. We got those hand release push-ups. Again, knees or toes here. Control the descent. We all start in the high plank. Let's get after it. Hands come up. Big press. Hands come up. Big exhale. If you're down here, keep that torso long. It's like an elevator. Slow. Get all your people to the ground safely. Press it up. We got one more, maybe two more. Stay with it, stay with it. I'm getting that last one in there. Great job. All right, friends. We talked about it. If you're feeling that shake point, just shake with it. We finish this together. Find that forearm plank. Hold it. Breathe. Commit to this. You've already gone through 27 minutes of work, but can you commit to this final 10 seconds? Commit. Breathe. Stay with it. You know what that shake is. Don't be afraid of it. Lean into it. Stay with it. And rest it up. Whew. Team, take that deep breath in. Big exhale. Then you know what we gotta do. We're on our feet in 5. You're on your feet in 4. Everybody's got 3, 2, 1. You know the deal. Wide stance for those feet. Hands by your side, and this time with what? Intention. Take that big deep breath in. Big exhale out. Whew, shake it out. And team, way to go. Let's start our cool down. Here's what I want you to do. I'm feeling this in the shoulders. I'm also feeling this in the back. So we're gonna start at the top. I want you to bring that right arm across, pulling it back with the left. We're gonna get a little tricep in here, which we didn't work, but you did feel those triceps in the push-up and in the chest press. But for me, primarily, starting to stretch the lat, but more so feeling this in the shoulder. Beautiful, beautiful. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Open it up. Switch sides. Good stuff. So breathing it in. So what did we learn today? Hopefully, we learned that breath and variety are the spice of life. But more so, allowing that breath to fuel us through those longer sets, allowing that breath to dictate the pace of our reps. Good. Now we're gonna do that same exact stretch, but this time focusing on the lat. So I want that right hand to go up to the sky. Left hand is gonna pull that right arm all the way over, and ooh, you still feel the shoulder, but now you really feel that in the lats. Big thing, try to keep your biceps by your ears. If your hand is in front of your face, don't do that. Don't cover up that beautiful face. Good. Bring it up. Shake it out for just a second. This time, take that opposite hand up. That other hand grabs the wrist. Pull it. Ooh. Feeling that stretch in the lat muscle. Good, 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 good. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reset. Roll those shoulders back. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take both of those hands up. I want you to act like you're like diving into a swimming pool, diving into a river, a lake, an ocean, whatever it is. Let those hands just kind of let you or guide you as you let that back roll all the way down until we get into this forward fold. As gravity is starting to do its thing, don't strain your neck, don't try to look up. Allow your head to just kind of naturally fall into place. If you have to bend those knees, just like I am, feel free, slight bend in the knees is fine. If you can keep them straight, feel free, keep them straight, but just stay in this forward fold. Maybe wiggle those toes a little bit. Nod that head yes, shake that head no. Good, let's go ahead. Keep your right hand in the center. If you can touch the mat, again, feel free to bend the knees, touch the mat. Left hand reaches up. Trying to get those shoulders stacked, but feeling the twist through our mid and lower back for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, bring it down. Feel that twist on the opposite side for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Stay in that center again, just for about 5. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up nice and slow, feeling new, feeling fresh. And 2, once you get to the top, I got 2 things for you as always. First one, don't forget to put those weights away. Second one, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. You crush this class tempo. Way to go. My name is Coach Clarence, and as always, I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Bye, team.